Dear students, today we learn about the Java program structure, how to give the input through the console and the concept of array. The Java program structure consists of the various sections. The first section is documentation section. It is the suggested section. Generally, the documentation section consists of the comment lines. It contains the name of program, author, and other details. In short, you can also write the description of program. The next statement is package statement. The first statement allow in Java is a package statement. It declares the package name and inform the compiler that the classes defined here belongs to this package and it is optional. Next section is import statement. The statement after the package statement may be a import statement. You can have more than one import statement. This is similar to hash include in C language. The next section is interface statement. An interface is like a class but include the group of method declaration. It is an optional and it is used only when we wish to implement the feature of multiple inheritance in a program. The next section is class definition. The Java program may contain more than one class. The number of class used in a program depends on the complexity of program. And the last section is main method class. This is the only compulsory section in the Java program. It contains main method. The main method creates object of various class used in a program. The interpreter always execute the program from the method main. At right side, you see the right figure. In the right figure, just I have given the example statements that belongs to the various sections. The first statement is import java.io.star belongs to the package statement. Uh, Import is very similar to the hash include statement in C language. Here, the meaning of import java.io.star means the Java is the name of language, IO is the name of package, IO means input output package, and dot star means all the classes and methods are of the IO package are imported to your current program. Next, I take sum as the name of class sum. In that class, I have used the three data members A, B, C of the type integer and one method display. And in uh, the main method is a little bit different from the C language. In C and C++, we use only the void main. But in case of the Java programming, the main method line is public static void main string args. Now, this public means it is an access specifier. It declares that method main belongs to the entire class and it is unprotected, therefore making it accessible to all other classes. Next word is the static. It declares that the main method belongs to the entire class and not a part of any object. The main must be always declared as a static because the interpreter uses this method before any object are created. Void. All of you are aware about the void. It is the type modifier and it indicates that the function main does not return any value. String args is a command line argument to the method main. Here, args is an array of object of the class string and into this main method I have used the one statement that is system.out.println hello Java. This statement is very similar to the printf statement in the C language. With this system.out.println, the message hello Java is printed as it is on the console on the monitor. What is system? System is the built-in class. What is output? Output is the object and println is the method. Class name, object out as object and println as a method to print the message as it is. This is about the Java program structure, and this is the information about all the sections that I have already told you. In case of the import statement, I have taken another example. Import student.test. Here student is the name of package and test is the class that I want to import from the student package. Interface statement, you only remember that when you want to implement the multiple inheritance, then in that case you have to use the interface statement. Then class definition, main method class. Now we learn about how to accept the input from the console. Now we see the two different ways. The first way is using the buffer reader class and the second way is using the scanner class. The first way is using the buffer reader class. As buffer reader class is the built-in class in the Java library, first of all you have to create the object of buffer reader class that I have explained in the following example. So before that, what you have to do here, so you just wrap the standard input stream. What is the standard input stream? System.in. System.in is called as the standard input stream. You just wrap that system.in in the input stream reader, which is again wrapped into the buffer reader, and you just see the first line in the main method. I have just wrapped, see in the main method line, see in the main method body first line, the from the right side, the system.in is wrapped in the input stream reader and which is again wrapped into the buffer reader. Means you can read the input from the command line, and if you want to read the line of text, then you must use the read line method. This is one of the example that demonstrate how to use the buffer reader class. Here I have imported the various three different classes from the IO package: buffer reader, IO exception, and input stream reader. If you don't know the proper names of the class, then you just use only one line, just like import java.io.star. Dot star means all the classes will be imported to your main program and it takes only the essential class. Here I have given the name of the class as a test class into the main method. The first, just I enter the data using the buffer reader. So how to use the buffer reader class? You just create, first of all you create the object of buffer reader. You know in the last year you have already created the object. So buffer reader is the name of class and reader is the object. That is equal to new buffer reader. Means just I have used here the constructor buffer reader equal to new buffer reader, and just I wrap the standard input stream, that is system.in, and again which system.in is wrapped in the input stream reader. Now how to read the line of text by using the readline function. So I use here the one variable name of the type string to store the line of text is equal to reader. What is reader? Reader is the object, reader dot read line, and just after that I just print the line. Suppose here I give the line as a hello everyone. That hello everyone will be stored into the name variable of the type string, and when I use the command system.out.println name, it will be printed on the screen as it is hello everyone. Now the second way is using the scanner class. This is the most preferred method to take the input. The main purpose of scanner class is to parse the primitive types and the strings using the regular expressions. However, it is also can be used to read the data, to read the input from the user in the command line. And with this example, you will be clear how to use the scanner class. And for this scanner class, you have to use the util package import java.util.scanner. The name of class is scanner demo, and into the main method just I have read the different different data type inputs. So first of all, how to use the scanner class. I have created the object of scanner class. See the very first line in the main method scanner in equal to new scanner into bracket system dot in means here I have created the object of built-in class scanner as a in. After that just I want to read one line. So how to use string s equal to in dot next line. Next line is a method to read the line of text. So we have to directly use in dot next line. After that just I print that line. You entered string and whatever the string that user has given as an input that will be printed along with the message you entered string. Now I want to read the integer value. So you have to use the next int method int a equal to in dot next int and after that just I have printed the entered integer. Now I want to read the float value. So I use the method next float. Float b equal to in dot next float system dot out dot println into the bracket you entered float plus b. What is the purpose of that plus sign? The plus sign concatenates your output value along with the message. See here in the right side, just I have given the first input means line of text as a Java programming, then integer value as a 40 and float value as a 56.75 and you will get the output as you entered string Java program. See in a program system.out.println you enter string plus s means you enter string is printed as it is along with the given input Java programming means this plus symbol concatenate the value of that variable along with the message. The second output is you entered the integer 40 and the last output is you entered the float 56.75. Clear? Means you use either buffer reader class or the scanner class to read the input from the console. Now we learn about concept of array. As you have learned the concept of array since from last 2 years, what do you mean by the array and how array works, how the elements of the array stores into the main memory. So array is the collection of similar data items which are stored under one variable. Java array is an object which contains elements of similar data type. Additionally, the elements of array are stored in a contiguous memory location. Means all the elements of array are stored one after another and that's why it is called as the contiguous memory locations. We can store only a fixed set of elements in a Java array. Unlike C++, we get the length of array using the length member. In C and C++, we need the size of operator. Means if you want to know the size of array in C and C++, you can use the size of operator. But in case of the Java, if you want to know the length of array, size of array, then you must use the length variable, length member. Array in Java is a index based. The first element of array is stored at the zeroth index. Second is stored on the first and so on. At the bottom you see the figure. This is the figure of array. The array length is 9 the first element start from the zeroth index, that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the green box indicates array indexes or array indices. The first element 40 will be stored at the zeroth index, zeroth position. Then the second element 55 stored at the one index, 63 stored at the second index. Likewise, you have the total 9 elements. The first index, the element at the first index is a 40, and element at the last index is the 89, or the first, you can say the first index starts from 0, and in the considered figure the last index is the 8. As the length is 9 and array always store the first element from the 0th position, you see here the last element at the 8th index. Now we see the how to declare the array, how to create the array, and how to initialize the array in a Java. So the syntax is type array name. Type means here it is a data type, valid data type available in Java, and array name means it is just like your valid variable names. There are the two different forms. Either you use the first form or you use the second form. Here I give the examples in both forms. The first example is integer number, means I have declare here number as an array of the type integer, and in second I use the second form. Here I declare marks as an array of the type float. You can use either the first form or the second form. After declaration you can create the array into the memory. The syntax of creation of array into the memory is array name equal to new type size, means with the new operator you can create the array into the memory. The example is number as an array name in the previous example, equal to new, data type is int, and here I take size as a 10, means this number array consists of the 10 values of the type integer. Similarly, this marks is the array which holds the 20 values of the type float, and with this you can create the array into the memory. These two steps you can combine in a single step, just similar to int number equal to new int 10, means you can declare as well as you can create the array in a single line. Similarly, for the second example, float marks means you just declare this array float marks, and at right side you just create the array equal to new float 20. After declaration and creation of the array, the next step is initialization of array. The array can be initialized by two different ways. The first way is within the program itself, means the example is at the time of declaration you can just initialize by providing the values within the program. For example, integer number, and just I have taken the various five values, 4, 8, 3, -5 and then 10. This is the first way. And the second way, if you have a long input, then you have to use the second way through the keyboard with the for loop. The example is, suppose I have the n values, then I use the for loop for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, and into the body of for just I read the value. Number of I equal to integer dot parse int in dot readline. Here, what is parse int? Here I use the readline method, and you know that the readline method generally accept the string. It accept the text. So to convert that text into the corresponding integer, here I use the parseInt method. What is integer? Integer is a class. It is a wrapper class, and parseInt is the method. That what it does, it just converts the input from the given by the read line into the corresponding integer. Now one example. This example illustrates how to declare, how to create and initialize and display the contents of Java array. Sample array is the name of class, and into the main method just I have taken A as a array, of the size 5 and the data type is integer. In the first line, just I combine both the steps declaration and creation in one single line. Integer a equal to new int 5 means I have declare here a as a array of the type integer and size is 5 means it consists of the 5 values. After that just I initializes a of 0 equal to 10, then a of 1 equal to 20 up to a of 4 equal to 50, and now I want to display all the elements of array means traversing an array with the for loop. For I equal to 0, I is less than a dot length I plus plus. What is a dot length? A is the array, and just I already told you in the last slide, if you want to know the size of array then you must use the system defined member variable dot length variable. With this a dot length, it returns the size of array, that is 5. I is less than 5. And in for loop, just I have used the one single statement system.out.println a of I, so that you will get the output. Just see at the right side figure 10, 20, 70, 40 and 50. So this is about how to declare the array in Java, how to create array into the memory, and how to initialize array into the memory. Thank you.